Dear friends, welcome to this journey that tells about 1st century Tamil land based on the Periplus of Erythraean Sea. This presentation is based on the book named Travel and Trade in the Indian Ocean by a Merchant of the 1st Century by Wilfred Schoff. Today we will see what Periplus says about the seaport Muziri in 2 points out of 66 points and the notes of Wilfred for these 2 points. Point number 53. Then come Naura and Tindis, the first markets of Damarika, and then Muziris and Nelsinda, which are now of a leading importance. Point 54. Tindis is of the kingdom of Sarabotra. It is a village in plain sight by the sea. Muziris of the same kingdom abounds in the ships sent there with cargoes from Arabia and by the Greeks. It is located on a river distant from Tindis by river and sea 500 stadia, and up the river from the shore 20 stadia. Nelsinda is distant from Muziris by river and sea about 500 stadia and is of another kingdom, the Pandyan. This place also is situated on a river about 120 stadia from the sea. Now we will see what Wilfred says about Muziris. The location of this port was fixed by Bernal, Caldwell and Yule as Mayuri Kota, which as Kodungalur or Kranganur was an important port in medieval times. This argument was based on the 7,000 stadia named in the text as the distance between Bargaiza and Damarika. Vincent Smith is confident that Muziris and Kranganur are the same. He says the kingdom of Satyaputra must have adjoined Keralaputra, and since the Chandragiri river has always been regarded as the northern boundary of that province, the Satyaputra kingdom should probably be identified with that portion of the Konkans or lowlands between the Western Ghats and the sea where the Tulu language is spoken, and of which Mangalore is the center. The name of Kerala is still well remembered, and there is no doubt that the kingdom so called was equivalent to the southern Konkans or Malabar coast. The ancient capital was Vanji, also named Karuvur, the Karaura of Ptolemy, situated close to Kranganur, which represents Muziris, the port of the pepper trade mentioned by Pliny and the author of the Periplus at the end of the 1st century AD. Vanji, according to the imperial gazetteer, must be placed at the modern Parur or where the Periyar river empties into the Cochin backwaters. Parur is still a busy trading center as well as the headquarters of the district. While now in the district of Travancore, it formerly belonged to Cochin, that is, to Chera or Kerala. It is said to comprise almost all the Jews in Travancore, and the settlement may date from the end of the 1st century, when it is known that there was a considerable Jewish migration to southern India. The earlier identification of Muziris and Nelsinda placed them at Mangalore and Nileshwar. With these details about Muziri from the book on Erythraean Sea, I will meet you all with what this merchant had told about foreign coins found in 1st century Tamil land in my next video. Until then, thanks for your support.